It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Had a bad dream. That's pretty much it. It's a nightmare, I know, but can't stop it from happening. This fear and this pain, they come closer. It's laughing, it's coming to me. It's staring at me. I can't control me. I'm running from me. My mind takes over, I can't seem to top it. Is this really my doing? If I'm crying, please stop it. Unconscious desires, this is not what I wanted. My mind is a liar, I do not desire this pain, this fear, all in a night here. Take me back to my conscious. Wake up, before it's too late, and then we'll be stuck. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. What would you like? Now, I like my coffee a certain way. Nick's not black. It's a creative mixture. Creative mixture. Creative mixture, not black. Creative mixture. I like Calvin. Yes, I like Calvin. I like Calvin. Energize. Nick's not black. I like Calvin. Yes, I like Calvin. I order my favorite drink. Wanna know what it is? Order when you're ready. A seasonal, 27 degree, hazelnut shot, pumpkin spice, grande frappuccino with soy, no whip, a deep caramel drizzle topping layer, schwiggled, not checked. Schwiggled, not checked. Ooh, yes. I like Calvin. Schwiggled, not checked. Okay. A seasonal 27 degree hazelnut shot, pumpkin spice, grande frappuccino with soy, no whip, a deep caramel drizzle topping layer, schwiggled, no checked. Okay. You better schwiggle a drizzle. Caramel. Got it. I like Calvin. Soy. Yes, I like Calvin. Super mix. I like Calvin. Energize. Nick's not black. It's a creative mixture. Creative mixture. Creative mixture, not black. Creative mixture. A seasonal, 27 degree, hazelnut shot, pumpkin spice, grande frappuccino with soy, no whip, a deep caramel drizzle topping layer, schwiggled, not checked. Got it. Schwiggle the drizzle. I like Calvin. Soy. Yes, I like Calvin. Super mix. I like Calvin. Energize. Nick's not black. Schwiggle the drizzle. Got it. Schwiggle the drizzle. Okay. Schwiggle the drizzle, not check. You better schwiggle the drizzle. Ready?
Good afternoon, Aurora Eateries. We will be starting in just a few moments.
I like Calvin.
Trying to give people time to get into the stream.
How I'm getting on this beat, right? You cannot
We got an incoming and parade coming in, so we're waiting for them to get in here. Get ready to welcome the Raiders.
It's late at night, and I wanna dance to the sound of the beat. Move both feet, don't go away. It's late at night, and I wanna dance to the beat. Move both feet, don't go away.
And we got DJ Unique with the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. DJ Steele's in the building. As I said earlier, the prodigal son has returned. Welcome, DJ Steele. You've been missed. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get ready to get started. Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. I am your host, DJ The Force. And what we're starting to do here is that we're starting to actually set up I won't say a channel, but a stream where we can help other streamers produce better streams by giving them little tips, tricks, and things of that nature to help make their stream better. Well, this is my opening background. I'm actually what I tend to do is actually discuss the topic that we're going to go over, and I actually have the overlay of the browser that I'm using so that we can actually see what's going on. But I see you there. That's Asher. I see you. So this week I kind of wanted to go over a couple of things, and then I want to have hey, DJ Steele, and that's what this stream is for. We're going to help you get your streaming game up. So this week I did want to cover actually handling or using chat script commands to enhance your streams, to give your audience something to do besides just sitting there chatting and listening. Giving them things inside their channel or inside your channel so that they can be more engaged in the chat and not just having a conversation back and forth. So one of the things we want to do is actually go through some of the features that are out there. Some are pre-done by other companies, which you can find in Twitch. Some of them you can find with internet searches. The first one I want to look up or talk about is, like I said, chat script commands. And what you can do is that you can set up a script that allows a certain thing to happen while you're on your stream. So basically, for example, on my stream right now, I have two scripts that I'm using to make more of an engagement from my audience. And I'm going to have you guys kind of do it instead of me doing it. The first one that I have is me I just noticed something on my auto mix settings that I think I know what happened. The first thing I want to have you look at is one of the things I use to be like an icebreaker or a warmer for everybody when they come into the chat. A lot of the time you have streamers who like to know where everybody's coming from the city they're from, country they're from, things of that nature. And that's a good open and conversational piece to get an idea of where everybody's at. What I've done is incorporated that in something that allows the audience to further engage beyond just where you're from with a weather command. And the weather command, if put in properly, will allow you not only to tell people where you're from, but tell the temperature and the weather conditions of where you are when you put your city and information in there. So just to give you an example, if anybody in the chat can use the command exclamation point followed by the word weather space followed by the city that they're in. So that's exclamation point weather followed by the city that you are in. So DJ Steele puts in exclamation point weather Orlando. So now I know that DJ Steele is from Orlando, Florida. And then what happens is it gives me the current temperature that's in Orlando, Florida right now. The weather for Orlando, US, overcast, clouds with a temperature of 81.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.5 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing from the southeast at 13.8 miles per hour, 22.21 kph, and the humidity is 82%. And do you see how instantly it begins to have a conversational piece? Because the first thing that DJ Steele says is that he's on vacation in Orlando. So now, when you're engaged in the chat, you now have a conversational piece to start the chat going. Oh, so how do you like Orlando? How long are you going to stay in Orlando? Talk about what you like in Orlando. For example, myself, I'm not an Orlando guy. I actually like vacationing in Melbourne, Florida, which is about an hour southeast of Orlando and right off the ocean. It's a nice small community that's not that busy, so you don't have all that urban interference, as I want to say. So it's close enough for me to be able to go to Disney World. It's close enough for me to go to Yosemite, but it's far enough away from me to be away. I did say that nicely, huh, DJ Steele? It's far enough away from me to actually be able to sit and enjoy the environment, to actually go to my hotel room and lay on the beach and not be bombarded with a lot of people. Night Eagle, thank you for the host. I appreciate you very much. And I will say that, y'all, we need to be able to, if you're not, go ahead and host the stream. The reason it's good to host the stream is that when people look at your stream, they can see who you're watching. And if they're interested, they can just click in and join the room. And a lot of times, the more people that host your stream, the more opportunities you get for more people to join the stream. So if you're not hosting, please go ahead and host. If you're on your phone, you just simply need to press the video. There should be a share option that pops up when you do that. When you hit the share, at the bottom it should be host this channel. So again, Night Eagle, thank you for that host. I appreciate you. I am doing well for a Tuesday. To add to the conversational piece for the portion that I'm working on, which is the command scripts. That's what's going on in Detroit right now. Clear with the temperature around 84.2 degrees Fahrenheit, 29 degrees Celsius. Wind blowing from the west at 3 miles an hour. So we have no breeze whatsoever. 4.83 kph and the humidity is 43%. So it's pleasant today. And we got, what's that, Vernon, overcast, clouds with a temperature of 59.9 degrees Fahrenheit, 15.5 degrees Celsius. Wind is blowing from the north, 6.26 miles per hour, 10.07 kph, and the humidity is 88%. So it's kind of cool there where you at. And like I said, this is a great conversational piece. Oh, it's thunderstorming. Well, the script gave me what was reported to the National Weather Service from the station that is reporting from. So I don't know why that is giving us that. But you begin to see how this becomes an interesting conversational piece, because we went from talking about vacations right over to, hey, the script is not giving the latest information. It is probably giving the last reported information that was given. But still, it's a great conversational piece, and it allows your listeners to be able to engage each other in conversation. So these scripts are just wonderful. Another script that I got ready just for this stream is the command exclamation point dad joke. And joke is singular, so explanation dad joke. And y'all getting rain down in Orlando too. And you know the funny thing I'll say about Florida, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen anywhere else in the world, but when you're down in Florida, you can literally stand and see where the rain stops and still be in the same city. I have been to Florida and actually sat at a cafe where it was nice and sunny and looked across the street where it was thunderstorming. So now DJ still used the joke command. That's right, don't tell too many secrets in the cornfield, too many ears around. So it gives great conversational pieces to add to your stream. And when you notice in your stream that there's a lot of quiet and you aren't able to engage your audience because of the content that you're streaming has taken your attention, you can quickly run a command and get the command to generate conversation. So what I wanted to do is, now that I've shown you how it works, I wanted to go ahead and let you see how to set up one of those commands by doing a couple of things. Number one, I'm going to actually do what I did to find these commands. So it's not so much a preset. There is with a lot of these places, there is a service that's out there that has these little anecdotes and these weather stats sitting, and when you issue the command, it pulls it from the server and actually pulls it down. So that's exactly what I wanted to show y'all at the start of this Tech Talk. And then I have a few people, thank you for the host here, DJ Steele. I had a few people who had some questions with me on how to tweak certain commands and tweak certain things in their stream to allow them to do special functions in there, like add additional content, videos, things of that nature. So we're going to be discussing some of that as well today. But I wanted to start with the chat commands or chat scripts. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do two things here. I got an open whisper. Let's see what they're talking about here. Okay, so I'm a multitasker here. As I'm streaming, we're trying to set up our next raid train. So I got whispers coming in from DJs asking for time slots, verifying time slots. So you may hear me, especially if the streamer or DJ or VJ is in the room. I may shout it out to him and let him know what I found out. Okay. So let's, with no further ado, get ready to get started. Start showing those chat commands out here. Here we are looking at our live stream, or looking at my live stream, however you want to take a look at it. And what we want to do here is actually find out how I add the scripts to my service. And my service, the two services that I use is Streamlabs and Stream Elements. They help me build my chat commands. So those are the two things we're going to be looking at. And during to help facilitate me, when I do that, boy, does it change stuff. So to help facilitate me, what I ask, let's get rid of that, make that look prettier, is if you do have a question, with the question, if you don't mind putting in the beginning of it saying not exclamation point. What is that thing called? The tic-tac-toe thing. Pound ask, so that I know that you're actually. Hashtag. Okay, hashtag. It won't let you cheer. Oh, because you didn't you put a space between party and the amount. I think you got to keep it together, if I'm not mistaken. So basically what I did is initially, all right, so one thing, what I just simply did one day is come out here and find, just said something like cute script commands. And it does bring up several videos on how to set up the commands. I'm not always a visual person. Sometimes I myself like to look it up for myself so that I can see how to use it or how to type it in. One is so that I can actually explain it to you on how to do it. So going through here, you have various people explaining how to do custom commands. Good afternoon there, Real Tax Talk. Thank you for showing up or coming to Tech Talk Tuesday. Night Eagle, thank you for that 5 force bits. I appreciate you very much. So in here, like I say, there's little cute scripts. I got you. Sometimes I've learned just to do cheers manually because I don't want to have to deal with the scripts that's on the different devices to interpret what I'm trying to do. So I always use it. It's just now become a habit. I cheer and then the amount. On my phone, it automatically knows the cheer amount. So when I start typing in the word cheer, it actually it knows the amounts I'm going to give. So I just pick the amount and just bloop, and it's there. I like to manually do it. So there are various chat scripts that are out there. Some are very complex. Some of them are very simple. So what I do is find those that are very, very simple to do, because some of them can be very, 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 very detailed. And if you don't have a degree in web design, some of it doesn't make sense. And then and I just say that when you scroll through and look through some of these searches, they generally tend to give you an overview how to do stuff. They don't necessarily tell you how to do it. The best thing that I like to do is, in those instances when you can't find it, I actually try and look specifically what I want. And I know sometimes that's difficult, because if you don't know what you want, then you can't type in what you're looking for. So in the cases that I did, is I went to modify it and look for a typed in a cute joke command for Twitch. Again, you get all these ideas, and then you look up across stuff that says how to do stuff like the dad joke that I'm currently doing. All right, Nightingale. Well, if you got to go, I don't want you to get struck by lightning or nothing. So if you need to get off, I understand. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you and your 10 force points. I appreciate force bits. I'm sorry. I appreciate all that you do. And come check me out again. So let's go back up here to the top to Nightbot, which has the perfect joke command. And see, what you notice with the joke command, and like I told you, some of these scripts are very, very detailed. So they actually give you scripts that you can run or set up to run inside of your Twitch. But I'm not trying to do something as detailed as that. So I just wanted to let you see how I actually start doing my searches. If you know what you're looking for on your stream, well, Real Tax Talk, educate us. Put in the command exclamation point weather followed by where you're at, and it can give us an idea of how hot it is. But what I was saying is that I wanted to actually show you what I did find and how I set it up. So we're going to go back into my Stream Elements account. And look at that, for Hanover. It's reporting 63 degrees. What's going on, DJ Passport? So, when you look at the commands here, and I didn't mean to open up that one. I actually found, and I'll scroll down to the dad jokes. And y'all bear with me. I got to get a new mouse for my computer. Let me do something here real quick. Let's see if this works a little better. There we go. All right. So we want to scroll down to the dad jokes one. Still giving me a little problem. Rid of that altogether, but basically because of that little charge the bot thing there, it's not letting me see it the way I want it. But if you see right here, this is the little script that I found. Well, that means I gotta update that script or find a better script that'll give me more of a better weather report. I don't know if it's going to give me a syntax there. I'm going to put the command in the chat and see what happens. Okay, so everybody in the chat, I've put the actual command that you would use to generate those dad jokes. And I actually found that by doing a search on the internet for dad jokes. And what that does is it points to a API server that actually sends the joke back when you run the command dad joke. This saves you the trouble of trying to come up with new jokes because you will run out of them. And then they're constantly recycling them, and they're not the same old joke that you hear every time. That's right. This is a support for support site. I want to say that everybody follow everybody, because we work together to make each other's streams better. And support for support is more than just following somebody. It means follow them, sit, look at their content, at least give them 15 minutes to let you show what they have and decide if you like to put them on your regular rotation. I was just in another stream a little earlier, and we were just talking about how support for support may not be enough. We want to say networking for networking. And if we're networking together, that means we're doing more than just following. We're doing more than just coming to the stream. We're all working together to make everybody's stream the best stream. And when you come across, and I'll say that even now, when I come across a stream and a support for support stream, I see the difference, not in just the way the stream is running, but the response of the people when you get there. And I have literally seen this on some of our support for support sites. You go in there and you say hi, all of a sudden you got 100 new follows. All of a sudden on your next stream, where you were averaging 7 to 8 people, you're now doing 20 to 25 people, because you went to a support for support site and they actually wanted to follow you, check out your stream, sit there for at least 15 minutes and see what's going on. Yes, networking for networking. We came up with that. Well, actually, it popped off in my head when the previous streamer, and I cannot think of his name at the moment, but the previous streamer said support for support is not enough. Welcome back, Asher. So, but back to the tech talk. I put the command for the dad jokes in the chat so that streamers can actually copy it and see if they want to incorporate it in their stream. And then basically what you do is you create your chat command. You don't have to use dad joke. You can say joke. You can say something funny, whatever it is. Appreciate that, DJ Passport, and that's why I'm in a lot more people's streams than I have been previously. And I listen to some of the streamers that actually sit and say they commit somewhere to like 12 to 18 hours of the day just visiting different sites. And it doesn't mean they're taken away from what they're doing. They just take 15 minutes, visit a couple of sites as they go through their day. So now I'm kind of doing that a lot while I'm at work. I'll have a lot of streamers, not a lot of streamers, but I'll be visiting various streamers throughout the day and just sit and see what their content's like. Some streamers are awesome, and you also get to see a variety of different things. So when I first came on to stream, I more or less was following DJs. Obviously, a DJ brought me on here, so then we rated another DJ who rated another DJ who rated another DJ. So then I had a DJ following. Then I go to a support site, and then I find a gamer, and I'm like, oh, I can check out this game. Fortnite. My grandson plays that. Let me incorporate him to getting on. Then I went to a support site, and I ran into Real Tax Talk. Oh, he gives excellent tax information. He teaches you how to manually fill out your tax forms. He tells you what to look for when you are when you are filing your taxes. His show the other day regarding how you can still claim your child tax credit without having an income was very, very enlightening. Unfortunately, I'm of the age now where I don't have dependents, but that's good information to know for my children to say, hey, I know you didn't make no money, but they got this credit out there for you. Go ahead and still fill it out. We'll say thank you and shout out verbally on my show tonight before the show content. Okay. So, and I say that to say it's beautiful to have different people. Aurora Eatery, she does a stream on cooking. I like to cook because I like to eat, not because I like food. So that's why I cook. I'm a person who doesn't want to wait for people to cook stuff. I'll just learn how to cook it myself, and then I know exactly how long it takes. Okay, I got you. So not only does he thank people, he also gives verbal shout outs to people like while they're in the stream so that other people know who to follow. It's kind of like a double thank you. You come to the stream, you get your shout out command, and then he talks about you. He finds out what's going on. Kind of what I'm doing now. You go out, you not only just talk about them, or not only just shout them out, but you talk about them so that people can know what the content they have is out there. So they can actually make the intelligent decision to say, hey, I want to go out and I want to check out Tax Talk because, man, I need to have my taxes filled out. And if he's going to walk me through it, then I'm going to go over there and see what he got to offer. He may save me some extra money. He may get me a bigger refund. You'll never know. So that's the beautiful part about it. But I don't want to deter yet too far from the content. So I'll ask the question of the people here. Are there any streamers who's actually incorporating the dad joke command while we're doing the stream? If not, that's okay. I just wanted to show y'all how to incorporate it. The other thing I want to do is there's that. Is I want to also give you the halfway working weather command script. All right, take your time. My joke is hurry up and take your time. Don't worry about it. While you're doing that, I'm going to give you at Real Tax Talk. You just reminded me of something I don't have up, but that is also, that is correct. If you are tech savvy and you know how to put the APIs into the command, you can build your own commands. I haven't gotten that tech savvy yet. I will honestly say my computer expertise is networking and not scripting. I do know scripting to a degree, but it's not to the level where I'm ready and comfortable to start writing scripts. For this place. So there's the command. There's a question that was asked. What's going on in Strippy Flow? Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. So the command is, like I say, if you have the knowledge on how to write these scripts, then you can do it. The reason I do the web searches is sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel. The one thing I've said about the internet since I've been on it is if you can think of it, if you can imagine it, 9 times out of 10, it's already out there on the internet. You do have the luxury and the safety that there's no malicious information being sent to your stream or your chat if you're building your own commands. But if you need a little help to get it going, to give you an idea of how to do it, this is one good way to do it. It helps you, like I say, get conversational pieces to the different people that are on your stream, and they're not just sitting there doing the same old. They're not, which we do allow here, they're not doing just the gambling. They're not here just doing the giveaways and the raffles that you may be having. You also have content that engages them to talk among themselves. And for you people that are streaming, one of our goals is to get people talking on our streams, not just show up on the streams, because it unlocks features of Twitch. You gotta add the city behind it. So it's exclamation point weather space the name of the city. So those are great conversational pieces that we can add to our streams, and that's just 2 of them. I'm still out there looking at different scripts because I want to, and I'll tell you what I envision. I want to be able to have you come into the stream and with a string of commands, not only engage your people, but engage your, not you engage your people, but your people engage in each other. Because to be 100% real is really hard to do. But if you're trying to do content whether it's a tech talk like this, whether you're streaming music, whether you're streaming videos, it's kind of hard to sometimes engage the person and focus on your content. These scripts help take that a little bit out the way, where you can comment on a command as opposed to coming up with the conversational piece. Look at that. There's the weather for... Oh, wait a minute. That's... And y'all not too far from there, so we know that other... So, looking at that, there's a problem with the National Weather Service reporting the weather to that server that I'm pulling the data from. So, those are the two feature commands I wanted to start with. And like I say, I want to start looking to see if they got scripts out there to do various different things. I know they a lot of the chats, a lot of the automated service such as Streamlabs has the 8-ball option, which will do the same thing. You say 8-ball and ask the question, and then it comes back with a preset scripted answer. And yeah, it's not a 30-degree change in 30 minutes. So I'm looking to see out there. Like I said, I look for weather. I look for jokes. I'm going to do stuff. Look up Carfax. Look up a script that says what happened on this day when you run the command. Things like that, so that you can enhance your stream and get people to respond. And I'm not understand why Darlington didn't come up. And I understand that Real Talk and Asher hit them both at about the same time. Asher, I would try and run yours one more time and see if it comes up. But that is... Oh, okay. You cool beans on the bot commands? Okay. Timing. It could be because they came right behind each other. But Miss Sexy is going to be... She's an awesome mod. She is the queen of Club Force. She's going to make sure it works. And there it is. Of course, now, Asher, you and Miss Sexy put it in about the same time, so the same thing happened again. Yep, I think that is Great Britain. And that could be it. You may, when you have cities that could be in multiple countries, you may have to add, yep. Nope. I probably wouldn't put South Carolina. I'd probably put SC. Or Darlington, comma, US. Because that says Great Britain. So I would probably use Darlington, comma, US and see what happens. And that's going to probably pull a different country. Because I thought of about 2 or 3 different cities named Florence. Nope. So when you do US, it gives an error. But that's what I like about these tech talks. We can actually look at how to enhance our streams and actually test it out in an environment that we know is a test environment. I guess it don't exist. Error. Yeah, Asher, what's the nearest? There it is. It's because you put the period in there. Or the comma. So, oh, she forgot the comma. Got you. But see, and that's the beautiful part about having these tech talks. We can actually take Okay. Look at that. Look at Aurora Ears coming in here with that tech support. But that's the thing I like about these tech talks. Again, we can actually get in an environment, educate one another, and not have it blow up in our face while we're trying to work with our listeners, followers. Because the hardest thing in the world is to showcase a feature or even use a feature, and the feature bombs on you, and now you spend the rest of the stream trying to figure out why it bombed. It takes your thought process off the content and off the audience. So that's why one of the many reasons I started doing this, so that we can have a test environment, so that we're able to see how these commands work. All right, so I am gonna keep going, but at this point, do we have any questions about streaming? Any questions about using the different services that are out there? Questions about OBS, things of that nature? We can start taking those type of questions if you have them, to see if we can determine how to get those things working for you properly. I know Aurora Eateries and Real Tax Talk can tell you how these tech talks have actually improved their streams to where they are able to have more content and more interaction with their users or followers, because more information about the stream is made available to you. And while I think about it, while we're at a pause, while I'm waiting for questions, I will ask this: how many of you streamers out here have done I want to say put content on your streams, not just the emotes and all the emote walls and the capuchins and all that, but actually put content regarding your stream on your actual stream, your follower counts, your streaming goals, your bit goals, your donation goals, your I want to say merchant accounts, your PayPals, your GoFundMe, things of that nature. And I asked that because I started noticing things about that. When you look at adding these features onto your stream, you know you actually will get better support from the followers than if you said nothing at all. And what I mean by that is you don't bombard them with asking them to donate. Yes, you ask them to follow. Yes, you ask them to subscribe if they can. But you actually put content up, letting them know your goals. Surveys that the various streaming platforms have done says that people are more willing to donate to something where they see a goal to where if they see nothing at all. So I say that to y'all to say, y'all make sure that you're putting content on your streams to tell people what you're trying to do. And see, I'm getting away from mentioning it at all. And the reason why I say I'm getting away from mentioning it at all, if I put it on my stream and I never have to bring it up verbally, I get a bigger response. And I'll say this to some people to give them encouragement to do so. Before I came affiliate, I actually had my PayPal information up. I had my what's the other one I use? Cash App information popping up on my stream. And before I became affiliate, I was getting donations from those two services to help me build my stream and get me to affiliate status. What's going on, DJ Shaggy 47? Oh, you got them both up there? So I give the advice to some people, or everybody, if you haven't done so, look at adding those goals on your platform, on your streams. It does two things, actually. It tells your listeners what your goals are, but here's the part that a lot of people don't do. It makes you set goals. If you don't really have goals, how do you know you're reaching or doing what you want to do? And Real Tax Talk, I fluctuate mine. Sometimes I have my primary one was my followers, so that I can get to my initially my affiliate and then to my 1,000 follower goal. Now I'm starting to throw the cheers up. I'm starting to throw the subscriptions up, and then with your goals, you don't have to tell. It helps sometimes. You don't have to tell what you have. You can tell what you're looking for. So in my instance, I'm not telling them how many subs I have. I just tell them how many new subs I'm trying for this week. This week's goal is to get 20 subs. I haven't said 20 of what. I just say I'm getting 20 subs. And then you strive for that goal. I'm not saying I'm going to make it. I mean, it's Tuesday. I got 2 subscriptions for the week. You never know. But you got to set yourself goals so that people can see your goals, so that both you and the people watching your goals can work towards your goals. If your goal requires you to do more streams a week, you now mentally can see 1 stream a week, 2 streams a week is not going to get that goal. Either you're going to set a lower goal or you're going to step up to meet the goal. And I'm not saying that either one is good or bad, but I'm just telling you what it will do once you start setting a goal. And then you can actually take your goals or your follower information or whatever you're going to go, and you can incorporate short, intermediate, and long-term goals, and then have them shared on your stream. So when I reached my 1,000, I plan to reach 1,000 by July 31st. Well, I did it around July 19th. So then I changed the goal to add another 100. So now my goal is to do 100. But what I'm saying, by having both, you can actually have a ticker that says, I want 100 goal. Let's be real. For the week, I want at least 20 new followers. For the month, I want at least 100 new followers. For 6 months or 3 months, I want 300 new followers. You can actually set different goal levels so that you can actually track your progress. And these are just things to help you set your goals. The next question I will ask, yes, and that's true, Real Tax Talk. That's exactly what it is. It's to get you to work harder at your stream. But you know what you may realize? With a visual goal, you may not have to work as hard as you think you have to work. I see streamers, and it works. I've seen streamers who are at the grind. I know a streamer who does a 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. set, and then he'll turn around and jump onto a raid train with another one from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then when he raised to the next person, he jumps back on, starts another set, and then starts getting more people with that. And he's really at his grind. And I watch him, he averages somewhere around 133 people per stream. But he's basically spending all day streaming. But some things I noticed that he doesn't have is goals. Those goals may make him be able to do all that in a 5-hour stream instead of trying to do it over a 12-hour day, if that makes sense. So sometimes it'll help you to make the goal faster, because when people see the goal, then they can actually respond to the goal. The other thing that we need to look at is that when you make your goals, what incentive is sitting at your next goal level? And what I mean by that, I set a silent goal or silent perk inside of my 1,000 stream, 1,000 follower. When I saw the 1,000 follower, my goal was to automatically give them a gift subscription. So as soon as I hit 1,000, that follower got a free subscription. When you're doing your streams, you can do things of that nature so that you're able to give goals to those, give goals to yourself, but give incentives to your followers. And I apologize. I got DJ service business going on in the background. I had a customer call in, and Miss XE was kind of taking care of it for me while I'm streaming, and I'm kind of listening to the conversation. So, okay. So, we will, okay, y'all, if y'all can just give me one moment, I got to do some company business. Didn't take me long. Thank you for that. Thank you for being patient with me while I took care of that. So that's one of the things I wanted to do. Look at getting some type of follower goal, not followers goal, some type of incentive that you can either promote or just have among yourselves to make everything run just a little bit better for you. Well, I'm glad that you're digging this stream, Asher. That's the idea, to give you some good content on how to improve your stream. The next thing that I would want to ask my fellow streamers is, how many of you have done that intro video that Twitch keeps bugging you about? And if you're streaming, you know exactly what I mean. How many people has actually done the intro video that Twitch bugs you about. I suggest that you actually do it. It really will help you in raising your numbers, especially with the support ideology and the networking for networking ideology that we're putting out here on Twitch. Because you're going to these streams, you are, for the lack of terms, soliciting for new followers, and they want to know what your stream is about. If they run into your introduction video that's on your stream channel when you're offline, you've answered the question and saved you or saved them part of the problem of trying to determine what type of stream you have. Well, congratulations for turning affiliate today, but it does come in handy. And since you just came in, started today, it'll start probably tomorrow, trying to get you to do the intro. And the intro only has to be, and it will only accept anything under 60 seconds. And you can actually either create your own content, or if you're recording your streams, actually do a clip of one of your streams so that they can see what you're doing. I opted to record an independent stream or independent video because I do so many different things on my channel. So I just didn't want to do a clip of a DJ set, and I'm doing a tech talk. So I just kind of did a video that outlined what I have and what I do, and I kind of did it on purpose, kind of nervously, so that it doesn't look like, it looks like a professional intro, but it gives the impression that I'm just a regular old person. And as a matter of fact, oops, hit the wrong button. What I can do is I can actually pop it on and let you see what it looks like. I move stuff around, so now I gotta do some stuff here. All right, let's take a look at it. Hope it, before I do that, I'm about to mess up. Refresh. let's not do it that way. Let me introduce it to you a different way. And just to let you know, we're streaming both on YouTube as well as Twitch. And the music that's playing in the background is all independent artists. So I'm not worried about copyright. So that's the only reason I'm doing that. All right, y'all, let's check it out. Hi, this is DJ The Force, welcoming you to the DJ The Force channel and the Club Force channel. And what we do here is make sure that you have, and I bet you guys aren't getting sound, are you? Quality streams in either music. All right. I got to do something here. Videos. We'll start it over, but we do a little bit of everything. Tech Talks. Come check us out. Our schedule varies, but come check us out. Family-orientated stream. And we are a support for support. Oh, they're getting sound channel out there. Okay. And we have no problem helping anybody that's a serious streamer on how to improve their streams. So if that's your goal, that's what you're looking for, to get some assistance with that, check the follow link. Come hear a set. Hi, this is DJ The Force, welcoming you to the DJ The Force. Hi, this is DJ The Force, welcoming you to the What's Going On DJ The Force channel, the Club Force channel. And what we do here is make sure that you have good. Y'all make sure y'all follow DJ Miss Classy. She is one of the awesome streamers on here. Game. Matter of fact, make sure you're following everybody on here. Music. It is support for support. We do a little bit of everything. Tech Talks. Come check us out. Our schedule varies, but come check us out. Family-orientated stream. And we are a support for support channel. And it's only supposed to run once. We have no problem helping anybody because I'm doing it on the fly, so I can't hear it. On how to improve their streams. So if that's your goal, that's what you're looking for, to get some assistance with that, check the follow link. Come hear a set. And there we go. So now I got to see that it does work. And it actually took it off. Very good. So what do you think? Just a little short blurb. It tells you people about the channel and what we're looking for. Kind of done loosely, so it doesn't sound like it's scripted. It also sounds like you're actually watching one of my streams, because I don't script my streams. Even this Tech Talk is not scripted. I know what I want to cover, and we're just going to cover it. And DJ Miss Classy is here today. She actually is needing assistance with setting up her media player so that she can incorporate it into her streams. She wanted me to actually walk her through the steps, but because of our busy streaming schedules and work schedules, we were not able to do so. So we thought we would just do it at a time where I'm actually doing that type of work, which is during this stream. So I'm going to go revisit the option to add video or media share onto your stream using the service of Stream Elements. Turns your DJ into a VJ. And that's DJ Miss Classy. That's what I've officially named Miss Sexy E. She's not a DJ. She's a VJ. She's a video jockey. She plays videos. How about that? Okay, and then Miss Sexy E told me that Aurora Eateries is looking to see how to put green screen effects onto OBS. We can actually try and cover that as well. So we're going to try and do two things today, and that's what we're here for, to teach each one how to improve the quality of their streams. So let me minimize that. So here we are in our stream elements. There's a few things you have to do to make the service work. One of the first things you have to do is you have to create your own overlay. So, I'm sorry, today, this is Tech Talk Everything today. I got people dropping off computers that they need fixed and things of that nature. So that's what you saw that pause that time for. Thank you for the redeeming the stretch. I do need to have a little stretch going on. A lot of stuff going on in the background here. All right, so here we are at the stream elements section. Before you actually can set up your media play option, you do have to have an overlay available that can be picked up by Stream Elements. So that's the very first thing. So what you got to do, you can create a blank overlay from the My Overlay section. If you've been on my previous streams, you know that I like to set everything to 720p. I do that because I don't know what type of device the listener or follower is using. So I want to use as small of a resolution as possible because I don't know how old the hardware is and if it can handle the higher end graphics. So I drop the graphics to something lower to make sure they're able to view the stream. If you notice that your streamers are complaining about buffering and you see no problem with your OBS and you don't see any frames dropping on your OBS, there is a possibility that your resolution is too high for their device and that's why it's buffering. Just an FYI. So we go ahead and we hit start. It gives you a blank window to create everything on. You select Add Widget. When you select Add Widget, you can go in any area that you want. If you're looking for alerts, you actually can set up your alerts here, which includes the most popular Capuchin. And Capuchin is that one where you get those explosions all over there, all over your stream or your video. But you can actually break it down into different engagements, giveaways, and inside your engagement is media request. So when you select media request, it helps you to configure the parameters for your video. So your video is going to fall into this blue area right here. You tweak that with the settings here on the side. And I'm going to kind of turn a little bit so I can see a little better here. So you can actually select how you want it to show on your screen. You be able to select the amount. If you want to show the video title. And that's important because some people, just because of the way they have their scene set up, there won't be room for the video title, so there's no reason to have it. So I love tax points and the tax train as well. Thank you for DJ Rock and Ryan suggesting that. You can also add your tips, because you can, and as I stop here to say that, you can tailor your media requests to respond to certain things. For example, and we'll get there when we set it up on the other side, you can say, I only want people who cheer to be able to add videos. So then they have to cheer, and then you set the amount they have to cheer for them to actually be able to add the video. Or you can say they can do it for free, and then, or you can do a combination. The first 5 are free. After the first 5, you have to cheer to add more videos. So you got a way to, I guess I want to say, push revenue while you're giving them quality content. You can also set it for channel points for all those people who that channel points turned on and don't know what to do with them. There's an option. You can say, for every video you request, you have to use 100 channel points. And then from there, you would be taking care of the channel point option. So you can actually view this video statistics. You can change the color of the background. You can actually change the positioning of where this is. So like this is the default size. That's the height and width of this blue section. If you want it bigger, you can make it bigger by changing the parameters. I simply don't, because it will fit in this window, but the video is not stuck to the size of that window, because once you take it to OBS, you can adjust the size inside of OBS to give the so it can look the way you want it to look. So I typically don't fool with this. This kind of helps you center where the video is displaying on the within this window. So for an example, it's set for center, but if you wanted to go a little to the right, like sit right here, that would be those settings would be done here, and you use, push it to the right, push it to the left. Well, now, one thing we like to do here, Asher, and it's been kind of quiet here for a minute. Y'all mind if I resume the music to give y'all something to do in the background? Okay. You can actually set all that stuff here, or you can manually, if you hit manually center the widget, it's going to take this box and center it inside of this larger section. Is that a better sound? Okay. Okay, so that will have a center here. So once we have all these parameters set, we can actually test it out by doing a couple of other things within our service, within Stream Elements. So here's one thing I recommend for OBS Studio users. There is OBS or Stream Elements allows you to put a plug-in into your OBS so that you're able to run your stream directly off of OBS. Don't quote me on this. I believe that is a Windows feature only, that you can add the plugins. So that's what I did. I actually have my OBS to display my, I want to say, Stream Elements information. So I'm going to kind of switch over to that for a minute. All right, so here is my OBS. And like I say, right here is my, I'm pointing at the wrong spot. No, I'm pointing the right spot. Right here. Right here is where you add, where the plugin is added. So basically from Stream Elements, you see the OBS Live download link. You actually can download it, install it. It'll ask you, do you want to install it to OBS as a plugin? You install it to OBS as a plugin, and then you restart OBS if you already have it up. And then it actually puts this plugin into your OBS Studio. And from here, you can control your widgets and your things from OBS directly from Stream Elements directly to your OBS. So we're going to go here to your OBS Live dock, and then you can pull your activity feeds, your chat. But what we're intermediate requests, when you click it, media request is instantly placed on OBS. So now, unscripted stretch right there. From now, you can actually control your stream or your videos from this section right here. This is red because this is the option to allow the users to do video requests. I bring that up because a lot of people want to do videos, but they don't necessarily want to do a video request. So you can actually preset videos to load into your stream and have them play, as opposed to having people make requests. As a matter of fact, the way mine is set up, and I'll show you in a minute, I actually have a playlist that I created on YouTube that actually will play in the event nobody puts in a request. All right, and we have a question up in the screen from DJ Miss Classy. Okay, so what's going on, DJ Houseboy? Another awesome DJ and streamer that y'all need to follow. If you are not following him, please make sure that you're following DJ Houseboy. He has a very awesome stream. He's out of Chicago, and he is a house music DJ. So if you are a house head, which is actually the name of his DJ group, Househeads. If you are a house head, you need to follow DJ Houseboy. So let's do this. I'm going to bring up another instance of Stream Elements. That's not Stream Elements. What are you doing? Okay. So with you logged into Stream Elements, all you would simply need to do is click on your profile. And on your profile right there, it has download OBS Live. Oop, that is did Miss Sexy A say you're using the Mac, DJ Miss Classy? Did you just say that? So for a Mac, it's going to run a little different. Because let's double check and see. Yep, that is a Windows only version. So for Miss Classy, I need to back up a little bit because we're working with a Mac. Since the Mac does not have the plugin for OBS, you actually have to run your media request directly off the Stream Elements website. So what I'm going to do is just simulate that same type scenario. Oh, you stream with a PC? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. You stream with the PC, but your DJ's rig has a Mac. Is that that's what it is? Okay. So, in that case, you can download Stream Elements from the process that I just did. And when you double click the download, and I'll go through some of it because I don't want it to interfere with stream with my current stream. So let me see if it'll bring it up here. So I will bring this over here. And I will go from that to display. Okay, so basically, and I hope it doesn't, because it actually went and installed it. It didn't. I guess I did say yes, install it. So it's trying to install the OBS. Let's hope and pray it doesn't crash. And what it does, it automatically grabs the latest release. So it's more than likely trying to install the latest release. Everything's still here. So what it has done, it has installed OBS Live's plugin to OBS. It is now waiting for me to close OBS and reopen OBS so that the new changes could take effect. But I should be able to continue to stream the way it is now. And then Miss Classy, let me know when you have it downloaded and you got OBS open. And if you need me to do anything or go back a little bit, then I will go back a little bit. So once you're here, like I say, you can control your media request information from right here. I'll say this as I pause right here, because a lot of gamers, you're looking for music content to play while you're playing your games. You're also looking sometimes for copyright free music, which if you do the right search in YouTube, you can find. You can create a list of that music and have it play on your stream while you are actually playing your games. And I'm doing the slow pause because one of the most phenomenal DJs that I've come across just came into my room, DJ Guy Williams. He is, and I love all my DJs, don't get me wrong, he is a phenomenal DJ. Not taking away from any other DJ in the stream, but with every DJ, I learn a little different piece of how to DJ. And when this brother right here explained something to me in one short sentence, the way my stream actually plays sounds totally different. And I'm going to give that same advice that he gave me that changed the way my stream sounds. It's not about the beats per minute. It's about the key. Understand how harmonic mixing goes. And if you have that right, you will have phenomenal streams. And ever since I heard him tell me that, I started doing that, and I have got nothing but raves from my streams. So if and with every DJ, I can give you some piece of advice that they given me that's helped improve my stream. But that one was the most significant. Once I focused on using harmonic mixing, my sets went to another level. And when I say another level, I just really focused on it within the last 3 weeks, and I saw the difference. I get different responses from people like, you have good sets, but this was like one of your best sets ever. And I looked and said, it's the same music. What was the difference? Harmonic mixing. So, okay, I got to get off my soapbox and go back to the tech talk. All right, so now where we're at here, like I say, for you gamers, you have the option of using this without video, because this is what will trigger your video to go onto your OBS. If you do not turn the video on, the only thing that's there is the audio. So with the audio, you can actually have a background playing while you are actually doing your stream, and it works. Yeah, I couldn't think of Camelot Wheel, but now Camelot Wheel sits on the left side of me when I mix, and if I don't know, I look. But you can actually have background music playing while you are actually having your tech talk, your real tax talk. When you're doing your tax information, you can have stuff playing in the background. Aurora Eateries, you can have music playing in the background while you're discussing your food, so on and so forth. You can actually take your music that you're dancing off to, Asher, and actually put it in there via YouTube. That way it's less equipment that you actually have running, because everything is being done through OBS. It's a win-win option. And last thing, DJ Guy Williams, I'll say, as they used to say in as they say in the old G.I. Joe cartoon, knowing is half the battle. So, we've already done the overlay, which I have sitting off to the side that we can finish, but I wanted to come here and take a look at the settings for your meter request. And to help us out a little bit, I'm going to pull it away from OBS. And yes, you can pull it away from OBS if you have multiple screens or dual monitors, I would say, you can actually pull this off to the side so that it's not condensed into that little small OBS window. So you have your options here to do queue moderation, where you can monitor your queue with your moderators. They can actually do things like remove songs for you, add songs for you, They can actually police the queue to make sure no, I won't say inappropriate video is going in there. It is kind of counterproductive if you're doing a music stream and then all of a sudden a movie shows up. So they get to be able to police what's going on inside of your queue. You also have your media play option, which automatically you can set to automatic. So as soon as you engage your video, it automatically starts playing. I'll show you what I mean that when we get ready to do it. Here you have your options of what you can do. You can set it up to be completely free. They can actually request videos by tip, or you can do a combination of both of them. That way, that's where I say you can say the first 5 videos are free, and every video after that is 1 bit, 2 bits, 10 bits, whatever you want to do to engage some more revenue. In here, you also have your main settings. In your main settings, you can limit the number of videos that can be in a queue. That is great if you want to only stream for like so many hours. If you want to stream for 2 hours, what's that, 120 minutes, your average video will be somewhere around 4 minutes. So somewhere around, and I'm guessing here, 30 videos should cover a 2-hour period. That's going to fluctuate. I just took a guess, but then you could set it for that number so nobody can put in the queue no more than 2 hours of content. And I believe that's a floating queue number. So once you hit 50, you can't add any more. As soon as a video plays and you drop to 49, then you can start putting more music in there. And I'm stopping to read Guy Williams' comment. All right, so you can you can limit the number of videos that go in. You can limit how long the video request can go on top of the number that's going in. So when I do my all request sets, they average 2 hours. So I say for 2 hours, people can put in requests. Once I hit that 2 hour mark, the system will no longer take requests automatically. Where we said here, you can set the option of free versus paid versus free and paid. Here's what that said here. How many videos can be added for free and how many videos can be added per paid. And this is per user. So if I set this down to 6 per user and then 6 paid at 1 bit, they can put in 6 free, and then they can put in 6 more, in my example, using 6 bits. The next section here is the backup list. Remember when I told you that I actually have a YouTube playlist that plays in the event no one puts in a request? Here's where that information is stored. So I can actually go out to YouTube, which a lot of us have already done, do a playlist of our favorite music, and then take that URL and post it here or paste it here, and then it will pull from that URL, and you don't have to worry about having quote unquote dead air because it'll always play a video. Then you can also have it shuffle that backup playlist so it's not playing exactly the same way every time, so that if you're continually using the same playlist as your backup, they're not always hearing the same content unless you only got 4 videos in your playlist. The next section we have is your loyalty. And that's where your points come in. So you can actually set how many loyalty points they can use also to actually request a video. And then you can give your subscribers a discount because they're already paying for the service. So you want to give them a break because they're already paying to come to the stream so they can get a break and don't have to worry about the cost as much. Miss Classy, Miss Sexy, you want to know where are you with your install or your download for OBS Live? The next section we have here is your YouTube section where you can have options, where you can just limit your YouTube videos to music. I do not have that checked because I'm looking into actually possibly doing a stream, and we talked about in the last Tech Talk, doing a stream where I select some fan films or independent artist movies or TV shows that are already on YouTube, queue them up in my media request, and have a watch party on YouTube videos. So I have not checked that option. In addition to that, I do have my video blacklist. If there are videos that I don't want, I can enter those URLs here as I come across them. So, for example, if I only want to play the clean version of something and someone gives me a URL with a dirty version of it, I can blacklist it here so the next time the user requests that song, the dirty version will not be an option. You can ban terms from the YouTube video. You can add and then add the filtering of that. I'm gonna turn that back off because you can assign hotkeys so that you can run this from your keyboard. You can set certain things like playing sound notifications when videos start. Skip the backlist in mid video. You can enable voting, and when you enable voting, if a video comes on and people want to vote to not let that video play, the option is there on the screen. Thank you for the hydrate, Asher. So, what's going on, the ambassador? Another awesome streamer, another awesome DJ. Please follow the ambassador. He has the Coast to Coast Connection Coalition. They love to do unique things with music. This past weekend, we actually did a Digging in the Crates raid train where we just went and based on the DJ and their interpretation of that, they actually went and dug in their crates and found certain things. For example, when I DJ'd, I didn't necessarily look for oldies, even though I had some gems. But I should have said that. Not only did I look for oldies, I looked for gems and rare versions. So you may have heard from me music that you've heard, but you haven't necessarily heard the version I played. So he is an awesome DJ. Oh, did I forget about your Tuesday Boomerang Raid Train? Well, DJ Classy, meet the ambassador meet DJ Classy, because that's the one who orchestrates that. And DJ Miss Classy will be a good addition, the ambassador. Oh, wonderful set. I'm glad that set was done well. So once you have everything configured, you go ahead and you hit save. All your information is saved. And then you go back to you hit the back button. You got to go back to your main screen. With this still popped out, you can see your play queue list will be sitting right here as people add music to it. Then the name of the songs will actually be added here. One extra thing I want to let you know of, you also have the option inside of the media request to actually put YouTube videos in by either the URL of the video or the name of the video itself. So if you start looking up something like, and I'm not going to put it in, well, I can, but so as you start putting in information, it's already pulling information off of YouTube so that you can find what you're looking for. Oops. And once you click it, bam, it's in the video. And just for the record, I did take a look. I forgot I am running dual monitors. So the install for the OBS Live is sitting on the left of me here, waiting for me to hit next. So it didn't install on OBS yet. So now the way it's set up is this video here is from my backup list. This backup list is from my last Gospel Sunday set. So this is a gospel track that's here. And then what'll happen is, with the way my options are set up, this song will play in its entirety, and this will be the next song that plays. Alrighty. Thank you, the ambassador. Tell DJ Scribble we said hey and wish him to have a good set. Who knows, we may be able to pop in for a few minutes ourselves. And I'll say this on a side note, that's a good thing to do. And it's not necessarily, I don't think it's inappropriate, but if you know you're going to stream and you know that you're trying to develop your followers, and you've went to these support sites and you have gotten people to follow you, actually go down the list of those people, see who's online before you stream, go in there for a few minutes, talk to them, say hi, let them know where you're at in your stats. Hey, I need X amount of hours for my next level. I need, if you're coming to affiliate, hey, I need my, I forget the number of people you got to have in the chat to get to affiliate. It's been so long since I've been there. But, is it 5? I think it is. 3 or 5, averaging 3 or 5. Hey, I need you to jump in. well, I won't say I need you to jump in, but hey, I'm trying to get affiliate. I'm going on in the 15 minutes. Just stopped in and say hi. You'll be surprised how supportive people will be to say, you know what, we want to help you get affiliate. So we're going to raid you. You do that on a couple of streams before you go on, and the next thing you know, you're affiliate. I'm listening to people who told me that they reached affiliate in a matter of days. And I'll tell you, it took me, because I didn't have this support that I'm giving out, it took me 3 months to get affiliate. When Miss Sexy E and JB Wright 77 jumped on, I came in going, no, we're going to shorten that window. Both of them, Miss Sexy E, you did yours within 2 weeks, and then JB Wright 77 did hers within a week. And that showed me the power of support, because they just had me backing them with them doing their own searching DJs on the internet, them going to different DJs and streamers with me introducing them to those streamers, saying, hey, this is not just a new streamer. This is, and the joke was She-Force when it was Miss Sexy E, and Sister Force when it was JB Wright 77. So they were associated me right away. So when their names were saw on the online or live views, they quickly went to them. See? So that's not too bad. That was pretty good. But like I say, it took me so long that I really said anybody that I know that's coming behind me is not going to have that problem, because I actually, as a lot of people will hear people say, hit them Twitch streets and really talked up viewers, so that when I went live, they came and they supported me. But if you're not going out there reaching out for that support, you're not going to get it. So if you're just coming on and just streaming, hoping and praying that somebody just randomly picks you and starts listening to you, you're not going to get there as fast as if you're out there hitting those quote unquote Twitch streets. As it is the Twitch community is a very supportive community. So if you go out there, they're going to come and support you. But if they don't know you exist, don't expect them to come into your room. So, I mean, I know a few streamers that have been on Twitch longer than me, and they just come on and they stream and they get off. They come on, they stream, and they get off. And then I look at them and go, you've been on here for how long? And they go, I've been on here for 2 years. You got 10 followers. What are you doing? I'm streaming. I come on, I stream, I get off. And I'm like, okay, you're not going to get far. And I even went to help him and said, I tell you what, do me this favor. Don't just get on and stream. Tell me when you're streaming and let me see if I can generate some viewers for you. They went from 10 to 20 because they tell me every so often. And if I'm doing something, if I'm with another streamer and say, hey, let's raid this person, they're on their affiliate path. And then they raid them, they get a few followers, and that's it. So it is helpful if you go out there and you hit those Twitch streets and you let people know you exist. If they don't know you exist, they're not coming to your stream. And if you're not going, make sure you got mods that'll go out for you, because your mods will bring people back. And that's why we went from here on our channel, we went from not just shouting out the streamer, but we shout out the mod, because sometimes the mod goes out and does recruitment for their streamer. And if you're following them, then you see where the mod goes, because they're listening to what they vibe to. And if you vibe to what the mod vibes to, then you will also get followers. But you got to get out there and pound them streets. Sometimes it's a difficult task because I'll say it, some days I just want to go to bed. I'm tired, but you know what? I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna listen to this streamer for 15 minutes and see what happens, and end up liking the streamer, staying there for 2 hours. So yes, so you got to get out there. You got to pound it. You got to pound it. And like I say, if you don't do it, make sure you got mods that'll do it with you, because they will help you improve your stream. I can't say no more on that because we're getting away from the topic, because we have the media request settings set up inside of OBS. Miss Classy, let me know if you've installed it, and also let me know that you're following me so far, because I don't want to go too fast. I know you want to get this going as soon as possible, and we've been trying to find this time for a good while where we can sit down and look at this. So with that, let's go back to Stream Elements. Okay, so now inside of Stream Elements, there's a couple of things that you have to do to get everything working right. Oh, there it is. Why is it not showing me my mouse? So, one of the first things you have to do is go to your chat box. Okay, Miss Classy, we can do the one-on-one. But did you, when you downloaded it, and hopefully it went to your download folder, did you go in there and double click it and install it? Because I'll say this, Miss Classy, I work in a call center, so I am great at explaining stuff without seeing it. Once I know it's there, or I know what I'm looking for. We had a tech talk the other day where I didn't know where everything was at, so it was kind of clumsy. But if everything is where it should be with the download going into your download folder, if you double click it and let it open up, and then once it opens up, it'll ask you, do you want to install it? And then you just follow the defaults, go next, 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 finish. I can get you going. But once you, and I get it, you kind of, I'll kind of pause for a second to let you go and start the extraction process, because it's going to take a minute or two to start that. You use Streamlabs OBS. I do not know if Streamlabs OBS will allow you to add the plugin. I'm going to say it will not, because I have Streamlabs OBS and OBS Studio on this computer, and it only updated OBS Studio. So then you'll still have to run it from the website, which I can still show you how to do. So we'll go ahead and, I'll go ahead and get everything else set up, and you follow me, and I'll show you how to run it from a, if you don't have OBS Studio on here and you install it, it's going to add another OBS program onto your computer. So if you're okay with that, you can go ahead and install it, and then we can do the one-on-one on how to use OBS Studio. But I can tell you how to link it to Streamlabs OBS so that you can still use the feature. but you will have to run Stream Elements from the Stream Elements website. And I'll show you how to do all that in the next few steps. So we want to go to Streaming Tools. We want to go to Chat Commands. And I'm in the wrong spot. Inside of your chat commands, you have all your chat commands that are available to you, including, and I did this before, including the Capuchin for people who are using Capuchin. And then your media request should also be here. But if I remember correctly, you don't have to turn it on here. So we're going to skip this step because I remember that the last tech talk. The other thing you have to do all right, DJ Steele, thank you for taking time from your vacation to spend with us. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. I can't say it enough. We appreciate you. I'm enticing DJ Steele to come over to the Twitch side, so y'all follow him so that when I get him over to the Twitch side, he will go ahead and be ready to go straight to affiliate. Right now, he streams on IG, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all follow him. Make sure y'all do that. Oh, you're not streaming yet at all. Well, we gonna get your stream game up. We gonna get you on here. You keep coming to a couple of these and you'll be there. So now going back to this, what you want to do in Stream Elements is you want to come down to the other section. It'll probably be collapsed like this. You want to open it up and you want to select media requests. Now, this red banner right here is an indication that my request is being currently handled somewhere else. In this case, it is OBS that it knows is running my stream service. So it's giving me a red banner saying that it's being monitored somewhere else. But it is also from right here where you can control the media request options for people who are using OBS Live or using a Mac system, not OBS Live, Streamlab OBS. People using Streamlab OBS and people using Mac systems where you can't install the plugin. So you can actually run everything there. And just like on your OBS plugin, it has all the features there. Here's where you would click to put the video onto your OBS stream. Here's where you can add your music either by typing it in or by URL. Here is your queue. Now, if you notice, my queue here was bigger than it was when we were in OBS because these songs here are from my backup list. And if you notice here, it says right here where the source of the video is coming from. So if no one else puts in a request or I don't allow anyone to put any request in, it's just going to find my backup list and play video behind video behind video. So my question, because we kind of jumped around, we've set up the overlay, but we haven't put the overlay in the OBS, Miss Classy. Have you put the overlay in OBS yet? because once everything's in place, simply selecting show on stream with the way my settings are with autoplay, as soon as I hit show on stream, it's going to start showing in OBS.
Broadband.
So also, when we're in OBS, we had the settings menu. The settings menu is right here, and if you click it, it takes you to the settings menu, and you see all the same information. Your autoplay is on. The number of videos, max number of videos in the queue. The max number of hours or time that you put in as far as the duration of the stream, or the duration of how long you want them to do requests, the maximum number of videos that can be put in at all, your backup list information, how you shuffle it, all that we saw in OBS is sitting right here as well. So that's why I say, if you don't have the ability to install the plugin, or you have a Mac system that doesn't allow that, then you still can run it from your website. So we'll scroll back to the top. We'll go back. So now on OBS, I showed you where you can turn the ability for the viewer to make the request. That is right here. Just like in OBS, I have it currently turned off. You can turn it on from right here. You can actually do your queue moderation from right here. So everything you need is right here. So the last piece to this, before we can actually start using the media request option, is you do have to place your overlay into your actual browser. So we're going to go back, and we're going to go to Streaming Tools, My Overlay, and I'm not going to click it here because I still have an instance of it right here. So this is the overlay we were setting up. Okay, so we're going to name it Test Overlay YouTube, and if because we jumped around a little bit, you need me to do a little backup, let me know, because I can go back a little bit and show you how we got to this point. But once we got everything configured in the overlay, we want to hit save. And I'm going to do it from Stream Elements. That's why I didn't get rid of the other tabs. I'm going to actually switch it over to using it from the website. And just to show you real quick, now that banner is inside of OBS for the OBS users that says it's being managed somewhere else. What do we got to go back to, DJ Miss Classy? We got to go back to the overlays. And look at the followage of DJ Houseboy. He's been following me for 8 months. All right, we'll go back to the overlay. So now, do we want to install the overlay from scratch again, or do you want me to pick up from right here? So are we right here where I'm at? Okay, pick up from right here. Gotcha. So this is your, and that's kind of where I was going to pick up from right here and why I switched over. And I switched it over to the source because before you put it into your stream, you can actually test it inside of the overlay. So if I press show on stream and then go over to the overlay, I have a preview of how it's going to look before I even put it on OBS. So if I want to adjust anything as far as the settings, if I want to change the way it's centered or anything like that, before I even put it in OBS, I can set it right here. Okay? So now, to get this overlay into OBS, all you need to do is go right here and you click copy that little icon means copy the browser link. You didn't see the confirmation of the copy because that's why I turned my head. The confirmation is actually behind me, so you didn't actually see it. So once you select copy, let's do this. And I'm doing this especially for you, DJ Classy. Let's start up Streamlabs OBS. Just for the moment, I'm going to switch over to this screen where I have Streamlabs OBS loading. It's a watch pot boiling, watching a pot boil, it takes forever. And it takes longer to load Streamlabs OBS than OBS Studio because this is integrating directly with Streamlabs. So a lot of the features that you have on Streamlabs are automatically configured in Streamlabs OBS, so you don't have to do a lot of things. A good example of that is that I do multi-streams when I do my tech talks. If I were to use OBS, Streamlabs OBS, since OBS is my Streamlabs OBS is connected to my Prime account with Streamlabs, all the configuration for me to do a multi-stream is already programmed into Streamlabs, Streamlabs OBS. So, with you being in Streamlabs OBS. And this is when I was actually doing my gaming. I used to do my gaming from this, from here, as opposed to doing it from OBS, because I was doing things through Streamlabs, and it just grabbed everything automatically. So with, like I said, with Streamlabs OBS, it's already looking for me to start an app that's playing a game. The second I do that, it's going to actually be here. So if I was to start, if I had the PlayStation emulator for the wrong company, for the PS4, then it would actually grab that as soon as I opened it up. So basically, with you being in Streamlabs OBS, you just simply need to go to add a scene. You want to add a browser source. You want to hit add source. It's going to ask you, do you want to do an existing source? You want to check add new source instead. Name it. Add source. Paste in the URL that you got from your overlay. So here's what I was saying with your OBSs. It's going to already give you the option to resize the screen, so you can do it yourself. You don't have to do it on the overlay. And then if you want the audio to be controlled by OBS, as opposed to doing it from your desktop, you can do it from right here. And just for the sake of argument, I will actually check it. So now I've made where it doesn't depend on my desktop to run the audio. The audio will come directly from the YouTube video itself. You hit done. Size your overlay. Okay. Why are we not showing the video? Let me go back and look at this video. Let me do this again. Save. Well, looky here, it's giving me a problem. V-Dogs Dodger 3, what's going on? Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, you can pick it up from, oh, you should have told me. I should have been reading, huh? You can pick it up from here, but you know, it gave me a slight error right here. It didn't let me see the video. So I want to see, I want to see if it's a problem because I'm actually streaming. So let's do this. It's going well. I want to take that same browser link and put it into OBS Studio and see what happens. Select that. You set the browser source. And this one, I'm not going to control it by OBS because we're actually doing it live. there is something going on with the actual video. That's a YouTube, that's a something else. So let's do this. Let's make sure I didn't mess something up. I'm going to actually back out of the test one I just made and actually use one that I know is working because I use it. Oh, silly me. I know why it's not working. Can anybody tell me why it's not working? No, it is. No, I did have it. Let's hide it. For the sake of argument, let me switch over to here. Use here. And what happens when I put it? Has it accepting requests? I don't want to do that. So that's the video as it is. When I go to show it on, there we go. And fortunately for me, I actually because in the background of my head and here, since I'm running it locally, I'm getting echo behind echo behind echo because I have so many instances of it running. And that's it. You have the video running. I know why we can't see it. I need to do this. And then I need to do this. Size the window. For you people who know how to use it, I'm just doing it to show you. Make sure you place it so that it looks, you layer it to be on your screen the way you want it. So I want it below the webcam. So I move it to go below the webcam so that my picture starts showing up. And bam. So now, for the sake of the video, I'm not letting the sound go through, even though you may hear it in the background echoing through the mic. And you have your videos up. For your gamers, if you don't want to show the video, just turn it off. It's still playing the audio because you have the source up. The reason you don't hear it in the stream is that I have the source of the video muted because I don't want the copyright stuff to kick in. So, did that help everybody? Did that clear up, Miss Classy? You're missing a couple of steps. Okay, you can get with me. Now, for Aurora Eateries, you wanted to learn how to do green screens. Is that correct? And that's providing that, okay, you're saying that's providing you're still here because it's almost time for your set. So the best way, so I'll be quick. I'll try and be as quick as possible. We'll stop that. And we will come back to the display window. Nope, I want the window capture. All right. We'll come back to the browser. Yes, I'm giving you the fast way of doing stuff. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to actually open up a new window. We're going to drop to YouTube. Like I said earlier, everybody likes to reinvent the wheel, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes the wheel works fine just the way it is. You just need to go look for it. So in going to YouTube, the key for me to find material to use for green screens is to actually type in the phrase green screen background. And it goes out and it does a search for all types of green screens. It gives you videos on how to do them. It gives you some videos of green screens. So if you're looking for something specific, I would suggest typing in something specific. Now, for an example, on my DJ sets, this is exactly where I got my studio screen. There it is right there. So you just kind of got to go through and find what you're looking for. There's your dancers. What I'm going to do is probably add a dancer as opposed to a complete background, just to show you how to add green screens. So here's a video here of a girl just dancing. It's a few seconds long. So I'm going to pause it. One of the things I did, what you got to do basically, just ignore what I said do. Did you see that? Pause. Thank you. And it's still, okay. All right, it paused. Okay. What the key is here is to download the video and then incorporate it into your OBS. I myself use Real Player to do that. And if you're not familiar with Real Player, it's an old school audio program that has morphed into being a full media platform, and it is located at the website of real.com. It's a free software. You have the option to purchase it with to get extra features, but there is a free version that never expires. That's the key word. It never expires. It may irritate you every blue moon to make you want to buy it, but if you don't want to buy it, just say no. It'll remain free. So basically what I've done is installed that on my computer, and what it does is it views my browsers, and when I find content that is downloadable by Real Player, and I don't know if you can see the option, it gives me a little window to allow me to download the Real Player video. And I don't think it's showing it to you because it's an extra window. I'm debating if I want to do a window capture as opposed to a screen capture because it's not giving me the pop-ups. Let me quickly switch over to a screen capture. Okay, so now we should be able to see everything. All right, so you have the video here. Once it's installed, Real Player gives you an option up here to allow you to actually download the video directly off of YouTube. So you click it, you select download this video. When it installed Real Player, it also created a directory for videos from Real Player. And it does something silly like that. It takes you, brings up an extra window that allows you to download the video. So now the video is downloaded. Here's why I like Real Player. From right here, I can do whatever I need to do to it to make it available for what I wanted to do. So if I want to trim it because it has too much information on there, or I just want a small section of it, I can actually click on it. It brings up a window, and I don't like the way it did that. Now that it's too big, I can't get it off my screen. How about that? So let's do this. This is it here. I'm gonna close it again. And now it works. Okay, here we go. So now, with it being trimmed, with the trimmer being up, you now can actually real-time resize the video to only grab the section of the video you want. So if there's like an intro or outro or extra information on it that you don't want, you can actually filter it out. You hit save trim. It's defaulted to it defaults to create a folder under videos called Real Player Downloads. You can name it whatever you want to name it. Save it. So now you've configured it to work inside of OBS. So now, okay. So now you can incorporate the video inside of OBS by adding a media source. Giving the source a name. I mean, not a source. Giving the source a name. You browse to where your video is. And like I say, by default, it's in the media player download section. I named it test trim so that I can find it real quick. And I even named it funny so it stuck out like a sore thumb. I click open. If you want the video to run continuously, you hit loop. I recommend to people to save your processor, and I'm not going to do it for the purpose of this video, but I actually check close file when inactive, so that when you change scenes, it's not running in the background. It closes the video until you bring that scene back, then it reopens the video, so it's saving you processor space. So then once you click OK, it does something silly, but that's okay. I'll tell you how to fix that. It puts the instance of the video up here in the corner, and it's red. It didn't open it yet because it's running. So what you have to do is stop the video and then refresh the video. When you do that, it brings the video up. So now that you have the video up, the question becomes, how do you make it transparent? You do that with filtering. So what you would do is you, in your sources, right mouse click the source. You want to go to filters. You want to, at the bottom under effect filters, you want to hit add. You want to add chroma key. Once you add chroma key, you don't have to change the name of it, and then you hit OK. Once you hit OK, it takes away all of the green, and all you have is the actual foreground and doing what it's doing. Size it wherever you want it to go. And then when you transition, voila, she's dancing on the screen. Now you do that with everything that you have, any green screen background. Once you put that filter in, it tells OBS to ignore everything but the foreground. Any questions on that? What's going on, DJ Bruce? Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesdays. We're just going over some streaming tips to make your stream better. We just got through making yourself, putting content in OBS using the green screen. So now I don't know when, there are future videos that I'm going to do that actually allows you to actually take your own videos and remove the background. It's a lot of free software on the website that does stuff like that. But this is the best way to add the best way to add without having to do too much, because you can take what's already out there because somebody's already built the wheel. You can take the wheel and bring it here and tailor it to yourselves. So that's just a little tutorial. And I want to add, even with this, you have a couple of more features that I did not show you. You have the ability of controlling the speed of the video. So if you know you're doing a more upbeat stream and you have faster music, you can speed it up. If you know you're going to do a slow song set and you want her to move a lot slower, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So now it's a lot slower because I slowed the video down. I wanted to gyrate at warp speed. Want a good pace of her dancing. You want to do slow-mos like that. It's all good. And that kind of comes to a close of what I plan to do today. I do want to, before we actually go and raid out, there's a couple of things I did want to say. Just to let you know, next week's schedule will be a little different, as in DJ DeForest is kind of taking a mini vacation as well as a location stream. So we're going to be with JB Wright 77 this coming weekend as we celebrate her birthday. So we're going to actually do a special birthday celebration on August 1st, and it's going to be on location at JB Wright 77's studio. So we're going to be there live to celebrate with her. Myself and DJ Touch, we're doing something a little special for her birthday. We're actually going to do a Digging in the Crate set between me and him, and we're going to really set off the celebration with her. So we're going to really enjoy that. In addition to that, we'll be traveling on Monday, so there will not be an R&B Monday stream, as I will be again on the road, unless I decide to do something like stream while I'm driving, just to let y'all see where we're at and what's going on. Tech Talk Tuesday may or may not happen next week, as in I would not have probably time to get content together. I may want to do like an open mic session and just see if I can help people work on their stream to get things together. Maybe go over some things that was not clear. I do want to let you know that also this video is being recorded, so it will be on Twitch for, I believe, 14 days after the end of the stream. But I'm also streaming to YouTube, so you can go to YouTube and watch it, and it's going to remain up there. And my profile there on YouTube is www.youtube.com/HHarvey3. I can also put that in the chat for you so that you can click on it and you can subscribe there as well. YouTube.com. So you can click on that. I have my Tech Talks there. I also house my church services there. So if you want to hear the word, you can also go there and listen to some of those. Miss Classy, I thank you for the $4 Force bits. I really appreciate the support. It is needed to not just for my personal usage, but to make this stream a better stream. It gives me more revenue to give more features so that I'm able to provide better quality content when I am doing my streams with you. So I do appreciate you. And with that being said, do we have any additional questions? Are y'all tired of that girl gyrating behind me? I can take her off. Miss Sexy had to say something right away. And she is gone. And we can actually go to the main stream here. That way we're not seeing all that other stuff in the background. So with that, do we have any additional questions? Anything you need help with? Please don't hesitate if you have any issues that you need assistance with. You can actually whisper me, and if I can't help you right away, we can actually schedule it for the next Tech Talk. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm still talking Real Tax Talk. Otherwise, I would have been gone. Oh, I forgot Real Tax Talk. Today is Tuesday, so I have to actually raid out to JB Wright 77. I did forget about that. So yeah, I have to. We already got her scheduled to raid today. My secretary in the background just reminded me. So we're going to go ahead and raid out to her in a few moments. But do we have any tech questions that you may have or you may want answers to? Please, like I say, whisper me. Like I say, unless time permitting and it's not an urgent thing, we can always schedule it as part of the next scheduled text talk on Tuesday so that we can make sure that everybody knows about it, because I do know that if one person has a question, a lot of other people may have that question too, and we can put it in a platform where we can explain it once and help a million people. So I do appreciate everybody for coming in today. I thank you for the cheers today. I thank you for, the support that I get from my fans, my followers, and my subscribers. You make the stream work, because it is nothing but teamwork. And I just changed the words around a little bit, but it is still the same. So, with that said, I am going to get ready to go ahead and raid out. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. This Twitch community has become a very, very vital part of our lives, and we thank you. It went from helping us ride the pandemic through to being a daily part of our lives. Coming here or not coming here is like not going to visit your cousin or go visit your brother or another family member. So I really appreciate everybody. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and roll the credits, and then we're going to get ready to raid over to JB Wright 77. Y'all get the emotes ready, because we're coming in and we're going to show love from Club Forest. We appreciate y'all again for all that you do to make this an awesome stream. And you're welcome, Real Tax Talk. We definitely will. You are welcome, Miss Classy. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. All right, Aurora Eateries, I'll check out the Whisper. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and visit JB Rice 77. Thank you very much. And Miss Classy, I can show you how to do that too. Let's go.